Bang! Hello. Is this working? Is this working now? Just give me a moment and I will find out if I am actually streaming. I believe that I am. I have not jumped. I've just jumped in. I've not said anything or done anything. I've just entered into the stream, and hopefully, if there is anyone there, then I will have. Oh my god, there's the streams going on in the background as well. I've got audio from. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Okay, hopefully, we're here. Hello everyone. I have not created content in a very, very long time, yet here I am on Pokemon TCG Live, and I'm going to have a crack at playing this Giratina VSTAR deck. We have the little echo. Hopefully that's been solved, J-Love. Hopefully that's been solved now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's jump into the deck that we're going to take a look at today. We've got a little bit of a different way of actually looking at decks in PTCG Live because of the way that the deck manager is set up. It's a little bit awkward, but today we're looking at Giratina. Is it over here? I don't know where it is exactly. I've got to get my OBS up. It's over here. Bang! Giratina VSTAR is the deck that we're going to have a look at this afternoon, and it is obviously very, very strong. Lost impact for 280 damage, as well as Star Requiem, which takes a knockout for free. Thank you very much. Easy peasy. Still there, you reckon? Okay. What am I doing wrong? Why do I have Major Echo? Could it be... Oh, hang on. I think I figured it out.
What about now? Is that fine? You can tell that I haven't done this in a very long time. Somebody in chat tell me, is there echo still? I'm good. I figured it out. I'm barely competent. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. What I've done is I have updated my... Well, I've not updated my camera, but I've updated the application on my phone that runs the camera, and now it picks up audio, so you're probably hearing the audio from the phone, which is a weird one. Zapdos TCG, do not worry, I will talk about that in just a second. I am going to get to Pokemon Live, but first, we'll talk about the deck, which we're going to play this afternoon, which is Giratina VSTAR. This is the deck that Henry played at the winner case in Melbourne over the weekend, which is apparently the only event that Australia has. So we need to talk about this. I really like Giratina. I don't necessarily enjoy playing it all the time, because it can become very, very difficult, very strenuous, very awkward. You need to do some thinking. I'm not necessarily a thinking man, so I don't necessarily like playing it, but it is still relatively good, because Lost Impact does 280 damage, and that's a lot, and Star Requiem takes a knockout, and that's pretty good. So I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that we can use Cramorant for a free attack. I like that. I've got Sableyes, which is fantastic because it's branding, it's appropriate branding to be able to play Sableye. And we've got a really strong engine with Comfey and Lumineon, able to search out those supporters as well. Talking about supporters, let's scroll on down. Here is the supporter that we're going to focus in on. It's Colress's Experiment. If you haven't heard of this one yet, you're living under a rock. Being able to grab yourself a bunch of good cards is always handy. Looking at the top 5, they're Lost Zoning 2 is relatively nice. So I am very, very hype on this deck. I think it's very good. I think that Giratina VSTAR is probably the best deck at the moment, although it's unsure because there's not many tournaments at the moment. We're looking at like, what, Palkia and Lost Box as well. Obviously towards Lost Box won the recent regionals, so it's very, very likely that that deck is quite good as well. Now I just need to organise my screens over here, because I've got things going in every direction and I need to be able to see 16 different things. So hopefully this is all good. Oh boy. Hello Jordan, how are you doing? My friend gave me the VSTAR. It's a good one. It's a good card. Look at this card. I may or may not have bought the gold one on live because that's the type of person that I am. Okay, before we start playing, let's talk about why I like Pokemon TCG Live. So make me bigger, because we are about to have a lecture. And if anyone wants to clip any of these bits and pieces to put on social media to prove my point, then you are more than welcome to do so. PTCG Live is exactly the same as PTCGO, if not more accessible for new players, and that's what I'm about. I'm about making sure that new players have an easily accessible route to playing the game. If we can't get more people playing, then there is no point in trying to do any of these things, because we're here for new people, right? We want new players to play. On Pokemon TCG Online, if you want to start up a fresh account for free, spending no money on codes or anything like that, it takes ages for you to be able to play the game competitively. It is absolutely restrictive. You come in, you need to play theme decks, you need to earn enough coins to get a competitive theme deck to play in theme deck tournaments, you need to play enough to get coins and tickets to get into theme deck tournaments, to win more coins, to buy packs and to win packs, and then with those won packs you then need to master a very restrictive trading system in order to maybe be able to get a relatively good deck on the standard ladder. It is almost impossible for a player to jump in, play games, and go, this is a game that I want to pursue into the future. PTCG Live, actually let's go over here. PTCG Live gives you all of these for free. Arceus comes on the Battle Pass, I'll talk about that in a second. Rapid Strike Malamar, Rapid Strike Urshifu, Suicune, Zacian Zamazenta, Blissey, Shadowrider, Samurott was the last ladder, so we won't talk about that one, Inteleon and Decidueye. These are all really quite playable decks, and before you say, but Mitch, they're not very good. Well, I mean, they actually are. Because, like, look, this is not terrible. Like, we're not looking at an absolute garbage list here. Like, this is pretty reasonable, right? This Blissey list is not horrific. Not that you can see it, because PTCG Live doesn't let me show the deck on the full screen, which is a gripe that I do have. But that's a personal problem. It literally makes no difference to anyone else. But, like, that's a pretty solid deck. You go across here, we've got Rapid Strike Urshifu. Look at this. Like, I mean, if I was to glance at this, like, if I was just to look at this in my peripheral vision, I would say that that's a relatively competitive Rapid Strike Urshifu deck, right? Like, am I crazy? That's relatively competitive. You could play that. I clicked on this deck. Look at this. This looks like a deck that was played in Standard. I don't know what this card is. That's Reinhardt. There you go. But still, like, that's pretty good, right? For free. And then on top of that, you get given hyper-competitive decks on the Battle Pass, which I have to scroll all the way back to the start of the Battle Pass to show you, for logging into the game, for turning on PTCGO and logging in. You get given, PTCGL, sorry, I'm in a habit. You get given this, for free. Make myself smaller to get out the way. Look at this! Look at that! You get given those cards for free. Are you telling me that that's, like, it's not hard to start playing at all. And then you get given 510 of these premium currencies. And if you pay 600 premium currencies, which takes about 2 days to earn, you get given this. Look at this. This has 2/2 Arceus in it. Arceus is one of the best cards in the game. And then if you keep playing just for a little bit and earn some of these points, and it takes about 2 days to earn yourself up to about turn tier 2 or 4 or 5, even depending on how much you're playing. But like, if I play 2 games, let's say, and meet my daily quests, I get 2 more Arceuses for free. And I meet my daily quest to get to tier 3, I get another Arceus VSTAR for free. I play for 3 days, if that. I play 2 or 3 games over 3 days, and I get an ultra-competitive standard format deck. That is absolutely fantastic for brand new players. I 100% can get behind this. I understand that there are a number... I'm very small still. I understand that there are a number of gripes that people have with PTCGO, PTCGL, oh my goodness, and I will address those in a second. But that is my #1 primary concern with this game, and it is so easy for new players to play, to the point where I am going to do a zero to hero kind of free-to-play PTCG Live account, because you can play all the way from the bottom of the standard ladder to the very, very top and become Arceus Tier without spending a single dollar on this game, which I think is exceptional. Let me address chat and then I'll get to my next points. Starting PTCGO was actually agony. It took ages to get a decent playset of cards, especially basics, not to mention trying to get Vs and V-Star cards of meta decks in the first week. If I didn't have friends guiding and helping and trading, it would have taken way longer, 100%, and that is one of the reasons I like this game. Live has easy access to some decks, but we've been waiting for a year, and the beta hasn't improved at all. The largest franchise in the world can't afford to create a wonderful TCG. Okay, here we go. This is the next bit, alright? This is the next bit. I 100% agree that this could be better. Right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this game is perfect, because it is not. There are some issues, some of them minor, some of them major, and I'll address those in a minute. But let me put this into perspective for you. PTCG Live, though it has its gripes and it has its issues, is in development and is consistently being developed into the future. PTCGO is not. PTCGO is being updated for cards, and that is it. Unless there's like a major bug, right? Unless there's a major card-related bug. They will never change or improve PTCGO. So the new player experience on PTCGO is going to get worse. The returning player experience on PTCGO is going to get worse. If I'm a player and I stop playing for 2 years, I am not going to be able to get a competitive account built up without spending money. PTCG Live, you can do that. Secondly, people are working on this game. I know it doesn't seem like it is, right? But people are working on it, and it's getting regular updates. They might not be as regular as people want them to be, and they might not be fixing issues that people want to see fixed straight away, but they are working on it. So, I think that it is better for me personally, as a consumer of this video game, to play the one that is being updated so I can provide feedback to the devs for the game. So if I can see a bug that's happening or an issue with the game and send that as feedback, then I would much prefer do that than sit on a client that is dying and complain about something that I don't use. That's my personal point of view. I 100% think that this game can be better. I think it should be better. But I don't think me sitting on PTCGO and complaining about it is going to make it better. The only way this game gets better is if more people at least give it a try and actually put in bug reports, put in their feedback, and go through the process to make the thing better. Let's look at another game, right? Another game that I'm playing at the moment is Marvel Snap. You may or may not have heard me talk about it. I think it's very good. That game is in a similar state to PTCGL, except they are further along the development process and are about to release. That game is getting consistent updates, that game is being consistently improved, and they have developed a roadmap of things that they want to do in the future. There's no reason that that isn't happening behind the scenes in Pokemon Land. Right? They could be doing that. We don't know. Pokemon never tells anyone anything. But they probably have a list of features that they want to put into this game. But at the moment they can't work on those because they're working on things that they need to sort out to make the game more accessible for new players. And I think that that's totally worth doing. Let's jump back in. Let's see where I was. Agent in progress. Hey Mitch, love your content as always. PTCG Live isn't available in Europe, so how would you make a compelling argument about it for you living in Europe? Well, here's the thing: if you can't play it in Europe, then you can't play it, right? The issue that they are currently grappling with Pokemon Live is that when the beta came out in Canada, the response was so viscerally negative due to a large quantity of content creators who were playing it at the time, that it has stunted their development of the game. 100%. They've had to go, I don't know this for a fact, but I bet they've had to go back to the drawing board and fix a bunch of things that they didn't think needed to be fixed. And that's fine, because they probably do needed to be fixed, I have no idea. But they're not working on those things that could have got the game going forward. So I cannot tell you to go and play the game, but I would recommend giving it a crack if you can. If you have a VPN already, I'd just download it and give it a crack. If you don't have a VPN, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Jordan says, I played the Rapid Strike Malamar deck with slight edits to great success. Didn't take long to get some higher tier deck. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't take long at all. I think if they update it and clean up interface and eliminate bugs, they smoothly transition long-term player accounts over to PTCGL, people will learn to enjoy it. The quality of life improvements are really good. I think they are. I think there are some genuine positives out of this game that will make people happy if they get over the fact that they have been told to be upset about it. Yoshi, good morning. Hello. PTCG Live in the beta version is way better than PTCGO, even while failures of the beta live gives us players a better experience of the game than PTCGO. I don't necessarily think that it's a better experience. I think that it's an experience. I think that it's designed to work with mobile, and that is really, really fluid at the moment. I like that. But, you know, it is what it is. Zapdos, they should add more developers. Pokemon has the money. It's a return invest as well. The more people play a well-established client, the more money they earn in the long run. I think that this is a definite thing that they could do. They could definitely add more people. But I think the problem with this game as compared to like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or Magic Online or Hearthstone is that Pokemon at the moment don't see Pokemon Live as a game that should have microtransactions in it, which means that they don't see it as a way to earn money. Now, I personally think that they should, and it's weird because they've set up currency systems, which are in the top corner of the screen over here. Right? They've set up currency as if it is going to be a microtransaction-y game, and I think that it should be, personally, as a person who already spends way too much money on Pokemon. But I think that it should be, but I don't think that Pokemon wants it to be. And therefore, if it's not earning money, then the priority for a business to improve it is lower. So I can understand it from a fiscal standpoint if you're Pokemon, because they don't want to be associated with like microtransactions. But then again, it's really weird because Unite is like full of them, so I don't know. Corey, I appreciate this, Mitch. I don't love the new interface, but I'm glad something is improving. I can say that I believe that the way that the board looks is changing tonight at 2 AM. So if you are not a fan of the way that it looks in-game, that is changing in less than 12 hours. I can completely understand the way that not enjoying the way that the interface looks over here. Like, that's perfectly fine. But it's also no different than PTCGO, in my opinion. I think that they've just replaced the buttons with slightly cleaner buttons. Right? They've just changed the avatars to 3D instead of 2D. They've just changed the battle pass to like the weekly, monthly challenges to a battle pass. They've just done the same things. It's whatever. I can't figure out why it's taking so long to improve the client. They can make new Switch games every year, but a TCG client seems so hard, crazy, right? Well, here's the thing. Like I said, they're not prioritizing it. They're not going to earn any money out of it. It's a free browser game. They have no microtransactions in it. Why would they spend money on it? That's their logic, I'm sure. If they include microtransactions, then I think there's a much larger incentive to do it. Because I can guarantee you, Pokemon, if you're watching, I'd buy 400 copies of every pack in every set in the game, every single time that they came out, if you gave me the opportunity to. I'd go into the shop and buy some of these cards. I'd do it. But I don't have the opportunity to at the moment. So it makes it a little bit more awkward. That, I think, is the reason why it's taking so long, is because it's a small team with less experience, because Pokemon wasn't willing to invest money into a team with more experience, that are trying to build the game from scratch, and that is obviously an issue. I think it'll be more encouraging if more YouTubers are playing live instead of PTCGO. I think so as well. The stigma is really negative for no reason, in my opinion. What do I do with my 100 plus Vivid Voltage codes? Insert them into Pokemon Live or online, and then use them. How do you even play the game with so many bugs? Unplayable. It's unplayable. The game's unplayable. TPCI not having licensing rights for their own intellectual property is the most frustrating reason as to why we don't have avatars being actual characters. Ash, Chorus, Guzma. Yeah, but who? I don't know. That doesn't really change my opinion of the game itself, right? Surely the issues... Let's jump into a game first. We'll go into a game. Surely the issues that we argue about or discuss should be based on the gameplay. Because the cosmetic stuff is ultimately whatever. So let's go into a game. If we can get one. The problem with Live was when I tested it took forever to find an opponent. The only upside is I play it on my phone. Yeah, so this is an issue, 100%, is that it does take a long time to find an opponent. It's twofold. Firstly, not a lot of people are playing, so that's an issue. But secondly, they have talked about on the forums the fact that there is a matchmaking issue that gets worse the further away from an update. So like when they refresh the servers or whatever, it's much cleaner and quicker. But then after a while, it starts to take a bit more time. So like it's taking some time to find a game. That's an issue. Yes. But they're working towards fixing it, which I think is a good thing. I've been in the beta version for 2 months, and although the game has bugs, graphically it looks better. In the effects, it's easier and cheaper to get a complete deck since the migration. This is my big argument, Carlos, every single time someone talks about it. Personally, I don't care what it looks like, I don't care how it plays, as long as it is playable, and new people can get into it. That's the key. Good morning from Ireland. 8:24 AM. I'm on the way to work, but wanted to pop in, say hello, and offer the support. Thank you. Looking at the wrong camera. Thank you very much for coming past. Appreciate it. Can I make a deck with Pokemon Go Blastoise? I have lost the ability to make uncompetitive decks at the moment. I've been working really hard to try and figure it out to get that mojo back, but I've been struggling. I've been struggling with it. I only spent $10 to migrate with the necessary packages to have the gems in the beta, and I continue to create decks that are used in regionals with the same amount of gems. Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard to put together a competitive account on PTCG Live. And this is the other thing, right? Is that if you are willing to spend money on Live, it is so much cheaper to set up a Pokemon TCG Live account than it is to play on PTCGO. Now, I'm a content creator, or at least I used to be. This is a terrible hand. It's an absolutely garbage hand. But when I would start a new set, I would buy like 500 codes from various different places to get enough codes to open some of the set, to get the commons and uncommons that I need, but also to get enough cards. Look at this, this is garbage hand. At least I've got a chorus. Oh, I'm going second. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, this is fine, it's all fine. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but I would spend... I get 500 codes on PTCGO just to get myself going, right? Just to get myself set up. On PTCG Live, you saw the amount of credits and stuff that I had. It cost me 80 Australian dollars. 80, and that's it. And I will probably never have to do anything ever again. Well, I mean, I will, because I'll need to eventually get more cards, because that's the way these games work. But I'm feeling relatively confident that I could probably scoot by on the cards that I have for quite a long time. 80 bucks. And I'll probably be fine until Scarlet and Violet and beyond. So I think that's really good. I think that that is very, very good. How did you lose your video making mojo in the last couple of months? YouTube burnout can be real, I should know. Dude, it was brutal. In fact, it's not just a content creating burnout, it's like a Pokemon burnout. I just played this game too much. And I don't think it's the type of game that you can play too much. Like, if you... Well, I mean, you can play it too much, but... Anyway. I got to a point where, because of Worlds, I was trying to be hyper competitive, and then that ate into content creation time. So I was like, I have to make videos. And then I'm making videos, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time making videos when I need to be practicing for Worlds? And then I hate playing Pokemon both ways, because if I'm making videos, then I'm not practicing for Worlds, and if I'm practicing for Worlds, I'm not making videos, so it's always terrible. And then I don't want to play anymore. So that's essentially what happens. That is essentially what happens. But hopefully I can ease myself back into it, because I don't necessarily want to drop off the face of the earth. I would really love to actually be able to continue to play. Hey Blake! How you doing there, champ? You noticed that I'm playing Pokemon. What should I do here? What should I do? See, this is the thing, is having to think. I don't like this. Oh, I hate having to... Oh, God. I hate having to give up double Ordinary Rod. I can deal with double Comfey. This guy's never knocking out all of them. He's never knocking out them all. We've got 5 cards in the Lost Zone, so it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to go for the lovely, lovely Cramorant. And the best thing about this hand is that we can play the Zagoon and ping the active. Then we can scoop up Mr. Zagoon yet again. Ping the active one more time and then retreat into Cramorant and take a knockout. That seems like a pretty good thing to try and do. I feel like taking a prize early is going to be nice. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to go against this deck, but I will give it a red hot crack. We're getting concealed cards away and energy. and then go from there. Ooh, I'm gonna bench the Giratina. I'm gonna give myself the option to knock out a Weird for sure. Alright, jump across. I'm not the biggest PTCG Live enjoyer, but I'll concede the Lost Zone Black Hole is dope. I feel like I read that comment already. I agree. I think that this is a cool thing. I saw some people on Twitter say that it looks like flushing a toilet, but that's the point, right? Just chuck him in the toilet. Get him out of here. Cards aren't relevant. Let's see some Tina in action. Had some concerns with Henry's list when I saw, such as a lack of Manaphy and some small gripes, but I have faith in Henry. Here's the thing, Henry's pretty good. Henry's pretty good. He probably knows what he's doing. I feel like this matchup should be relatively easy, especially if we can avoid the Manaphy from them. Because if we take 2 knockouts on a Clefairy, we should be fine. Like, this shouldn't be an issue, right? Surely. Can you stream usually? That's why I'm trying this today, right? Because I normally have like an hour free, so I'm happy to give it a crack. And if it works, then great. If it doesn't, then we'll figure out what we're going to do going into the future. But that's okay. I'm not going to go away. That's the key. I don't want to give up on this particular brand that I've set up. Because, you know, like, I like playing Pokemon and I like all of this stuff. So. Here's my 2 cents. This game is objectively better with the exception of matchmaking, which in large part is due to a smaller player base. The solution, play this instead of PTCGO if it's available in your region. I understand, 100% Blake. I think if more people played this game, it would be way better. Matchmaking would still take time, but it wouldn't be obnoxious. And it wouldn't be as obnoxious, hopefully. I think that would definitely be a pro. Now I'm just going to knock this Clefairy out. I don't like the idea of my man over here having a Clefairy with 3 energy on it. So I'm going to get rid of it. Goodbye. Is there any word on when live is going to be available everywhere? Unfortunately not. So Pokemon Live at the moment is still in beta indefinitely, mainly because of the massive negative reception it got at the start of its run. I think that it will probably come out at the same time as Scarlet and Violet, the TCG expansion. That is my gut feeling. I have no inside word on that. I just feel like that's a logical time for it to release. I don't think that they are going to wait until everyone is happy with it in order to release it. They aren't going to do that. Because Pokemon, as we've talked about, are a multi-million-dollar company, and ultimately, they don't care about whether or not we're playing PTCGO or PTCGL, as long as we're playing one. And once PTCGO is gone, people will move to live. They just will, right? So like all the people at the moment that prefer PTCGO to PTCGL, they will move across. And eventually people will just get used to it. Like, I mean, I've got a picture here. Let's see if I can just whack this up on the screen. See if I'm competent enough to do this. Let's see if I'm competent enough to do this. I'm probably not. Look at this. See this? This is what PTCGO used to look like. This is what it used to look like. See that? And people were happy with that? I don't know that they were necessarily happy with that. Oh, it's my turn. But here's the thing. That's what it was, so people played it. Now that was right at the very start of the game. So it was, you know, it was the game building up. But I think people just need to kind of give it a bit of a break and accept that eventually PTCG Live will reach the stage where you feel like it's just objectively better than PTCGO. It will. It will. It just will. Although I don't know what cards to get here. I'm very concerned. I'm not a particularly good Pokemon player at the moment, so I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. And then I am going to take... I should have attached to the Greninja. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take a knockout. They're not going to be able to do too much. We're going to take 2 prizes next turn. I haven't seen a Manaphy yet. And if I haven't seen a Manaphy, it doesn't exist. Oh, mercy me. Where are we? I've lost chat. Unpopular opinion, I love the OST of these matches. Dude, I've left the OST of Live On. I've played this game for like not a huge amount of time, and I've kept the thing on. I turned Pokemon Online's OST off instantly. Instantly. The traffic would also be a large incentive to improve the game in a more timely manner, in your opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Next time when you train for Tournament Worlds, you can just live stream training sessions, then you can do both things simultaneously. That is a good idea and something that I should do. I've been instantly punished, ladies and gentlemen, for talking to chat and not attacking with Greninja. Instantly punished. We'll see whether or not we can manage this game from here. I mean, we're still 3 prizes in front, so we still probably win, but instantly punished. Also, if I'm able to play a game where the cards interact as they are designed to, I have no issues with life. Exactly, and I'll throw it out there, most of them do. The only reason people think this game has a huge amount of bugs is because the only things that they see from this game are bugs. Right? It's like, I don't know, crazy propaganda, right? If you only see the negative stuff, you just take the negative opinion. This is ultimately the key. I think it might be a good time to click a couple of these buttons in an order. Sorry, I have to think about this. I have to think about it. I have to think about what's going on. I need to figure out a way to kill this weird air. I have 180 damage that I can use here. I feel like that's a suitable amount of damage. I'm going to click this button. Oh, I need to use different colours, because that's the way that this card works. I'm going to chuck these onto big ol' Snorlax here. Chunky Mr. Snorlax. We're going to attach an energy. We're going to scoop the man up. And we are going to Colress. Hopefully we can find a Sableye at some point. That'd be swell. It would be great to take a last knockout here with a Sableye. I feel like that's the type of thing that we should be doing. I probably should have used Colress before I put the energy back in the deck, but that's okay. That's okay. We make mistakes. Put him into the deck. It's fine. Watch me immediately get punished by double Psychic Energy here. I didn't get punished. I didn't get punished. It's all happening. It's all happening, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a Quick Ball and another Mirage Gate. Boop. Alrighty. I've never heard that sound before. I've never heard that sound before. That is the sound of my Pokemon being asleep. Alright, let's talk about another thing that people have a problem with. They can't tell that their Pokemon have a status condition. They're not looking at the board, obviously, because that has very clearly got a bunch of Z's around it. It's asleep. The Paralyzed one has a bunch of static around it. The Confusion one has a bunch of whirligigs around it. It's easy to tell. This weird ear is not confused. Never once in the entire time that we've been playing have you felt like that weird ear is confused. Only now when I bring it up you think that. Where are we? Back we go. Through the chat to find the people. Venom says, we love Pokemon trading card game. I love Pokemon as well. Just don't have the time to play it or the, oh my god. I'm not going to wake up. I've not been killed and I'm now concerned with what's happening here. Alright, is this the game? Do I win now? Hopefully the Sableye's in the deck. I just did not check. Because why would you check your deck? It's not. He's not. He's in the prizes. Why would I check? It's not important. Don't worry about it. I didn't put water Pokemon back, water energy back. I can't use the Greninja. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we are going to just take a KO with the Cram. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the brain ticking over. Starting to conk out here. We're just starting to conk out. Here we go. And how many cards are left? 10. We can take a couple of those. Let's just remove a couple of these cards. I need that one. I need that one to be able to attack with my Sableye when I eventually get access to him. We are going to simply spit innocently. Back to the chat. Although I do feel PTCG Live sucks my soul out of it when playing it. That's just the game, dude. That's just Pokemon. This is just Pokemon cards. You can't see it, but Sableye's in my hand. I do like the hand management in this game. It's way better than PTCGO. How to get better in PTCGO? Practice, my dude. It's just about playing the game just that little bit more. And eventually you'll get to a point where you're like, I'm pretty good at this game Your content is so good and always makes me smile and brighten up a day. Be kind to yourself and rest up. Get your mojo back, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It sometimes is easier said than done in those instances, but you know what? I do my best. I'll do my best to get back to you. Fly to Melbourne for the Silver Tempest winner case. I was going to fly for the recent one, Lost Origin, but it was just before school went back, so I decided not to. But maybe I will do that next time. Kill Rudolph, save the world. He's gonna go sometime. This weirdy is gonna go. I also like the fact that I don't have to do the maths. I know I never have to do the maths, but... Oh! I was gonna trick him. I was gonna trick him by putting the Snorlax in the active. Sort of off topic, but have you played Overwatch 2? I'm really enjoying it. I take that back, that's crazy off topic. I have not played Overwatch 2. I have only seen... My only experience with Overwatch was Donkey's video, which made it seem like it was a big queuing simulator. I'm sure it's not. But that's what it said. That's what it felt like when I was watching the video. Yes, that weirdie did knock out a Giratina this game, but I clonked him. Goodbye, friend. Be spat on innocently. Smack. How much did Live pay you? Nothing. I'm just a free-thinking adult with my own opinion. Sometimes that doesn't sit well. Sometimes it doesn't sit well. Yeah, I love the sentiment that the game is so bad that they paid a small Australian YouTuber to talk it up. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the one that they were like, Mitch, we're going to get you to come in and talk up Pokemon Live. I will say this, though. I did get given a credit and gem and coin code from Pokemon, which I thank very much for that. They give me 30,000 credits, 5,000 coins, 5,000 gems. Coins can buy you cosmetic items, like hats. So I probably will never spend them. Although I do like this beanie. Look at that. That's a beanie and a half, isn't it? They can also buy you tops. No, I'm just kidding. The coins can also buy you deck boxes and stuff. So if I go into my deck here, right, I can go through and I can like buy deck boxes. So if I want like the Celebrations Elite Trainer box boxes, thingamajigs, deck box, then I can buy it for 600 coins, which is effectively free. And it's way better than buying a code for an ETB from a code site because it's free. So that's good. You can also buy sleeves and coins. There are obviously sleeves and coins and deck boxes that you can only get via codes, like the World Championship ones, which I have not entered in here. I've entered them on PTCGO. So don't stress about that. I personally really like the customization options for a new player here. I don't think that they are very relevant, but you can also get them on the Battle Pass, which is great. I recently won a jumper. Where's my jumper? There it is. Boop. Let's get given them for the tiers on the Battle Pass. Oh, and by the way, it costs you 600 credits for the Premium Battle Pass, and you get like 550 credits back. So you're effectively paying 50 credits, 50 of these little gems up here, in order to get a full Arceus deck for free. Seems pretty good to me. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Read the chat. That was as bad as the prize card flashbang. That is an overreaction. I don't think that it's that bad. Do you plan on making it to Yokohama? We dodged each other in London. Yes, I know, we missed each other. I am planning on going to Yokohama, 100%. I am planning on getting there. But at the moment, we have no idea what Australian tournaments are going to look like. They could be plentiful. They could be negligible. So we'll wait and see. What a world waking up to Mitch streaming. I know! What a weird thing to have happened. I'm sorry to have woken you up. GG's indeed. Show the Battle Pass. Okay, let's talk about the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is definitely worth talking about. So, essentially on the Battle Pass you get given cards, right, out of packs. They are 5 card packs, which I've heard some people complain about. I don't think it's that big of a deal, because you still get 1 rare in every pack. So instead of getting 75 copies of a common, you get a less amount. You still get heaps of them anyway. On the top tier of the Battle Pass, it's mostly just credits and packs, right? So like on the regular free tier of the Battle Pass, you get credits and packs along the way. All of the packs on the top of the Battle Pass are of the most recent set, so Lost Origin, all the way through. When you get to the very end of the Battle Pass for free, you get given more packs, and you also get given one of these rare crates, which gives you holos and ultra rares. I don't think they're very good at the moment, but they're the type of thing that have the potential to get them. The real value on the Battle Pass, however, is on the bottom of the Battle Pass. As I mentioned, if you spend 600 of these gems, you get about 600 gems back, but you also get a whole bunch of cosmetic items, you get a new top tier deck that's usually like the last set, and also you get a whole bunch of different packs and cards that are slightly different to the Lost Origin ones. I think it is a no-brainer to buy the Premium Battle Pass, considering the fact that you earn it back in the time that it takes you to play through the Battle Pass, and considering that this Battle Pass has been going for 8 weeks, we're about halfway through, I'm nearly at the end, I've played 1 or 2 games every day, it is not hard to do. It is not hard to do at all. How do you get credits? These credits up here are the ones that you use to buy cards. You get from having more than 4 copies of a card in your account. So if, for example, I had 4 Giratinas and I pulled a 5th Giratina, it would automatically turn into credits. You also get these, you get them dropped throughout the game. You can also buy them in the shop, although the prices up here are pretty exorbitant at the moment, so I feel like this is an area that they need to improve in. If you were to buy this particular deal, I guess, you would get 6 packs and 350 credits, and it would cost you, what, 1,120 gems. I think it is slightly too expensive at the moment for people to be doing that. You can also trade gems for currency. Why you would do that, I have no idea. And you can also buy every single bundle that Pokemon has ever sold in the in the Sword and Shield format, right? Every single one. What's that? I want to get, like, I don't know. Where's the Dene? Down here, I want to get the Denes because I'm playing in Expanded, because that will be coming. Right? There it is. Bang. Look at this. I can just buy the Trainer's Toolkit from 2020, and I get all of these staples from that year, and it cost me, what? 1,500 gems. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So then I'm a brand new player and I want to buy a Palkia Full Art. There it is. Bang. There it is. I don't even have these in real life in Australia. 2,000 gems. Not bad. Still very expensive. If you want to buy V Battle Decks as well, this is the League Battle Deck for Ice Rider. You can just buy this on the game. Cost you 1,200 gems. Still a little expensive, but it's okay. But I don't have money. It's okay. You can get them for free. You get all this stuff for free. I have 5,000 gems from Pokemon. So if you subtract that there, I've earned, after playing for 4 weeks, 2,500 gems. That's why I think that it's a little expensive in the shop. I bought the Pika bundle just because I had nothing better to spend them on. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not hard. Not hard to go and get those at all. Opinion on Breaking Bad? Have not watched it. Will not watch it. I just don't have the time. Zapdos, I wish they would make a client where you could play older formats. That would be the dream for every Pokemon TCG fan. I think that it's possible that we see Live do that. I don't know that it's going to happen. I think that the market for that is quite small, but I would like to see it as well. Watch Breaking Bad, it's so good it would change your life. I don't know, man. My life's pretty good at the moment. You gotta watch Breaking Bad. I don't know, man. Let's jump back in and see if we can get another game with Giratina. Let's see if we can get another game. And when I say let's see if we can get another game, in PTCGO it used to be, can we play a good game with Giratina? Now it's simply, can I play another game with Giratina? Oh, it's Blake! Hello, Blake. How are you? Good to see you. You definitely queued up on purpose, didn't you? You definitely queued up on purpose. You 100% waited until I was queuing and then sniped me. Alright, well, we have to win now because I'm being stream sniped. Blake, close your YouTube. Don't watch me. Don't watch me. Also, flip the coin, please, friend. Oh, I just missed that animation. Okay, just didn't happen for me then. Didn't happen then. Typical Blake. Hello, Ryan, by the way. Hello, how are you? It depends what Blake is playing, Theo, as to whether I have this or not. Because if I play If I play well, I'm sure I can win. But if he's picked something that's going to auto-beat me, like if he's playing Lost Box, he's playing the same deck as me, except with more Lost Boxy cards. Did you minimize just listening? You can call me by my first name, that's fine. He's playing Lost Box, he's doing it. He's doing it. So I want to make it so that my hand sticks out. Let's hold it over here. He's playing spread. Yeah, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the capacity for this. He's like, what deck can I use that will beat Mitch instantly? Well, I mean, it's metal. This doesn't look like what I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie to you. This is strange. This is strange. VV strange. Trying to make sure that all of my stuff is coming through here. Why can I not get this to... Hello? Oh well. Let me see. What have we got here? Gonna go for a Colress first. Oh boy. These are some cards. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. I don't know what my situation is at the moment. Don't know what my situation is at the moment. I think those are fine to Lost Zone away. I want to keep the boss. I want to keep access to that. I'm happy to quick ball away the Giratina here because I don't necessarily need that right now. Do I have a way into the active? I do. So I'm going to go for Comfy here. There's an argument for going for Greninja, because I know that I can scoop it up, but I'm relatively happy to just go into the Comfy and try my best from here. The bench looks small. That will change literally tonight. Is this my first turn? Let's just see. Let's see if this is my first turn. I think it is. Beautiful. In that case, we're going to go for these two. We're going to go for a... I think I've got 3 in there at the moment. Should I gamble and try and knock this out? I think I 100% should. If I retreat into my Comfy here and then find myself 1 retreat card, I give myself a really good chance of going into this game. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Now I get to sit and press Pokestop and get it off of the Pokestop instead. Yeah, I get it off of the Pokestop instead. There you go. That's fine. I'm happy to do that. Stop emoting at me, Blake. I feel uncomfortable. What are you giving me that look for? Huh? No boo. No boo. Boo to you. Spit innocently. There is a Snorlax in this list. Does that help with Lost Box? Do you think? Can't be hit with Sableye, but Sableye would go around it anyway. I'm not sure. I've played 3 games with this deck. And one of them, I wasn't at the desk for half of it, because I had to go and organise this stream, because I was testing it before I started up. But I think that the Snorlax is probably just better for, like, those kind of awkward V-star deck matchups. I think its math does really well with Cram. I think it's very, very nice. Want to play some Overwatch 2? No, I do not. I do not want to play Overwatch. I don't want to do that. To be honest, the bench looks small. It is a little small, but again, they're changing that tonight at 2 AM. The new thing is coming in. So, the new, what's it called? The new overlay? Is that what we're calling it? Make my head a little bit smaller so that you can see more of my hands. The new, like, form of the thing. It's so good, you gotta at least try it. I will not be bullied by children into playing games. I'm not gonna do it. I play Pokemon and that is it. Like an adult. I play Pokemon like an adult. Uh-oh, okay, well I am going to lose. This is Dialga. This Dialga is going to become a large problem very quickly. Very, very quickly. I'm kind of glad that I did manage to get rid of the Comfey, but that's okay. Why stream on YouTube instead of Twitch? That's a great question. I stream on YouTube because Twitch is inconvenient and people cannot find you there. YouTube, all of my viewers are on YouTube. All 20,000 of them. And thank you very much to all of you, by the way, for being those viewers. So all of my viewers are on YouTube, so why would I make them go to a different platform just because that's why I'm playing the game? I can do it here, so I should do it. YouTube greater than Twitch? I agree, 100%. Ah, this is a Blake deck, I see. I see. You just subbed Bandit. Nice, thank you very much, appreciate it. Thank you for that. You can also become a member, and you can get cool emojis like this. Oh, it's not working for me, it's taking some time. Come on. Click the button. There it goes. I think it went. See, look at that. You can get some cool emotes. Cool Sableye emotes. Thumbs down. Oh, I'm too busy talking to chat. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Sorry. Marshall says, hey, I enjoy your deck showcases. I'd love if you did more. Having an explanation and a tutorial with every list really helps. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marshall. I appreciate it. I'm going to try and keep doing that, but I'm going to do it on Pokemon Live, I think, going forward. I think. Watching my stream better than doing homework. You should be doing homework. You should be doing homework. I can't stress that enough. Depending on what class you're in, you should be doing homework. Is this a new account and transfer? No, Wince, it's not. It's my regular PTCGO account. But I can have both PTCGO and PTCG Live open at the same time. You do not have to migrate. This is a misconception that lots of people have had. Migration is optional. You do not need to do that. So you can just play it right now with your own Pokemon account. It's actually really easy to do. The hardest part is finding the thing. Alright, we are going to go into Colress, and we are going to hope that we find ourselves some good cards. I like these ones at a glance, but I do think that I will need more Pokemon recovery. I don't want to lose that, so maybe it's best... Well, this deck has 2 Roxannes. I don't know if I've gotten rid of a Roxanne yet. I haven't. Oh, there's one in my hand. I've got to pay attention to that. I am going to keep the Ordinary Rod. We'll do that. I will do that. Then I can go for Handle. Going to attach an energy over here. I think after... Well, I haven't flower selecting yet, but I do have 7. I do have 7. I think I'm just going to retreat into my good friend Cran. And I'm also going to hope that Blake doesn't take a knockout on one of the things that I'm worried about. He's just obligated to promote doing homework even though he doesn't want it. I didn't know that thanks now I can use... Yeah, you can. You can use PTCGO account. It's easy. Blake, stop spamming emojis. Oh, man. Yeah, it's problems now. This is going to be an issue, because I'm going to get Star Chronos here, and then I'm going to get Gus knocked out and Metal Blasted here. I'm going to have not a lot of options going forward. I do at least have 4 prizes, so if I don't get knocked out, then I'm going to be fine. But it's going to be a bit of a stretchy do. Here comes the Mirage Gate. Join voice chat. No, I will only distract myself if I join voice chat. Here it comes. Here comes the Star Chronos. Gonna get Star Chronos. The worst part about this is that now I hate losing even more than I used to. Because if I lose ranking points on the ladder. So I need to get to the top. I need to get to Arceus Tier so that I can't lose points anymore. Escape rope. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna go do it. Good idea. Good idea, Toasty. Would recommend. Alright. Stop clicking your remotes. Just beat me already. Come on, let's hurry this up. Let's move this along. We've been playing for ages. I've been playing since I was born. Let's go. Come on. Weak to metal? Okay, there you go. Turns out that Comfey is weak to metal. 440 damage seems like a reasonable amount. And now we have to hope that there is not a boss. If there is not a boss, I stand a chance. Oh, he's got an escape rope anyway. Alrighty. See you later, Blake. Farewell. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that Mitch blessing us with a stream? Well, quite blessed. Although I will say, it's been a really strange stream right now. It's been a very sketchy one. I've had lots of thumbs up. Buy a membership, Blake. You beat me. Buy a membership. Gift memberships. You can gift them now. Gift 200 memberships. Beating me. Holy bucket. No, you're not going to scratch me down there. No, you just sit. Just sit. Anyway, yes, I am currently streaming. I'm doing my very best, but it's not necessarily working. And I'm probably not going to be streaming for too much longer, because I do want to go on with my life and do things like have dinner and organise myself for work, you know, as you need to do. But I figured that since I am testing out this deck, I may as well, I owe it to people to at least put it on the internet. Why would I play Pokemon cards and not record it, you know? 4 AM in Georgia. Jeepers creepers. Let's see if Blake decides to snipe again. He's already in the queue, 100%. Just whether the game wants to queue me with him or not. That's the only thing that we're waiting for. Blessed night shift. It's okay, Justin. Next time you'll watch it. I'm not. You're not queuing. Okay, cool. It's good. Hopefully someone's queuing in the world. 9 AM in Porto. Welcome. Here we go. Bacon Brother is in the game. This is what ends up happening on PPCG Live, because there's not as many players. It means that you end up getting paired against people in random kind of brackets. So we've just played Blake, who's in Master Tier, or at least should be in Master Tier. And now I'm playing against Bacon Brother. And he has a very low rating. Doesn't mean that he's bad. Just means that his rating is low. I have been given every single card in my deck that is a Pokemon except for the one that I wanted. I'm going to put Snorlax because he's the chunkiest. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're being given an extra card. Hopefully, it's Dracozolt. Okay, we're playing against Dracozolt. Alright. It's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. You're going to hear the paralysis thing, right? Doesn't Dracozolt paralyze me? Probably could have logged in and sniped you before. Get on, bitch. Probably. You probably could have logged in. Easy clap. Look at this. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. We've got a quick ball, which means that we have 100% guaranteed next turn access to Colress. The question is, do I want guaranteed access to Colress next turn, or do I want to gamble and instead try and go for a fish? And that is what I will be doing. Goodbye, Giratina. I will grab a fish. Thank you very much. Oh, no, not a fish. Flowers. I almost got the fish. I'm gambling. We're going for the Comfey. We're going to scoop up the Snorlax. We're going to put the Comfey in the active. We have infinite ways that we can draw more cards next turn, including using a Comfey. And to be brutally honest, that VIP pass, though looking very nice, I think that the water energy is better because then I can Radiant Greninja. Radiant Greninja. Oh, look at that. And it's all worked out perfectly. No one expected it to be the case, but it was. Here we go. Here we go. Must be awesome having a competitive Sableye card. Dude. Finally. It's been so long since Sableye has been good. Oh, and it's my favorite type of card as well. Spread is really, really cool. I'm glad that there's a good one. Go Zapdos is almost playable. It's definitely playable. But Zapdos has had plenty of opportunities to be good. That's the key. Zapdos has been good. It's time for the real mons to shine. And the holo effect on this card is so good. And Live does it justice. Very good. That is beautiful, beautiful holo lines. What is going on? Getting cardboard? Okay. No worries. Brent Thompson, Pokemon Live sucks. Thank you for your informed opinion. I appreciate it. Would you like to expand on why you believe that? Do you think Pokemon are losing ideas What's with recycling the same card, making more cards that all do the same thing? Well, the issue is that those cards are staple cards, right? Like, they are all cards that are very, very useful and continue to be useful. And as Jordan mentions, they are all the exact... They've been doing this for ages anyway, so... It's one of those things where it's just, you know, it's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. Things will never be the same. Oh boy. So my cat has just jumped out from behind my chair, so I can sit comfortably now. But the issue now is that she's going to start clawing at bits and pieces in the room, which is a bit of a pain. It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not ideal. I have no way to replace this path now. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Instead, I'm just going to give my friend here a whack for 90 damage. Gonna hope for the best. Bang. Chorus is basically Sage's trading, but for Lost Zone. Yeah, exactly. It's like they're all the same cards. They all say draw cards or damage things. Hey, Bucket, come on, come on, out you go. There you go. Attacking things. Mirage Gate is Beast Ring. Exactly. It's all the same. It's all the same. Spark Trap. I'm going to die to this. Oh my god. I'm going to lose to Drakazon 100% here. I need to get one of these boys in play relatively quickly. Let's get these things going. Ah, I see, Brent. So it's a meme. It's not a genuine opinion. It's just making people think that the game's bad because you think that it's funny to think that the game's bad. I see. Seems like they're lacking ideas. I love the game, but having 5 cards to do the same, is it necessary? Yeah, well, probably not, but it's the same in any card game, right? All these cards do effectively the same thing. And I mean, what are they going to do that's different, right? Like, what effects have they not done? You know? I don't know. Gonna get Spark Trapped. They're gonna knock out Evcram every single turn here. So I need to start setting up a Giratina. I don't like change. Ah, there you go. I see. Well, at least you're honest. I appreciate that. When do you think they will sunset live? I think that they will sunset live for Scarlet and Violet base set. Honestly, I think that's when it'll happen. I don't know for sure, obviously. I'm not a... Oh, parts in play. Talking to chat means that I'm a big dumb... That's okay. Yeah, so it's one of those things, right, where... Should I just damage him and get knocked out? Because what do I care? If I damage him and get knocked out, and then he knocks out a Pokemon, I can Rock Sand next turn. This is what it's like thinking with a big brain, ladies and gentlemen. Thinking with a big brain. I get Spark Trapped, he's like, this guy's an idiot, and then I promote the Greninja. He knocks out the Greninja. I get my 7th card in the Lost Zone somehow, and then I take a knockout. It's going to be brilliant. Brett's a fixed mind. But yeah, I think that that's when they will sunset online. I think that there's got to be a point where they actually just go out and say that live is the way to play now, and I think that it will be then. I have no reason to suspect that other than I just think that it's good. I think it's good. They fell for my trap, everyone. They fell for it. They took the knockout. They didn't take the knockout. Greninja's still alive. One of ours out of the main hole. I guess I just have to pass now. That's disappointing. Kind of hoping that they would just knock me out. Dude, why are you doing this like me? Ugh, frustrating. A ban list just means expanded format, and that isn't a good thing. Yeah, I don't necessarily like expanded. I like the idea of playing, what do I like the idea of? I like the idea of playing standard and then like a GLC style format. I think that's good. Okay, now, here's a question. Can I take a knockout on this Dracozolt with this Giratina this turn? I will need to connect the dots, and oh, or I could just have that. That's pretty good. Get a quick ball away the Sableye. I feel like that's going to be less useful. And grab another Comfey, which is exactly what I want. We're going to flower selecting and get ourselves a couple of cards to get a choice. My choice is Water Energy. The IP Battle Pass is useless. 6. So if I go into Comfey here, go into a new Comfey, I can get to 7. Flower selecting. I'm going to get Ordinary Rod. I feel like putting some Pokemon back into the deck is probably not a bad idea. I'm also going to Mirage Gate. We are going to get... What do I need? What do I need? We're going to get a Grass Energy and a Water Energy. Actually, no. Let's get a Psychic. Let's get a Psychic Energy instead. Let's do that. We're gonna throw these here. And it means then we can attach water to the fish. And then Roxanne. Hope that we get a retreat card. That would be great. See if we can get something that can retreat us here. This deck oh my god, I've just whiffed the entire game. Oh no. I can't even Mirage Gate to retreat because I've already retreated. Oh, how frustrating. Oh well, I guess I'll wait till next turn. I might get a second Giratina just because I don't think that they ever do anything meaningful here. Hopefully everyone's doing alright out there, by the way. Also, I set up the alerts up the top. If you subscribe or become a member, then you should pop up on the screen, although someone did subscribe earlier. I don't know whether that was happening. So it may be that I've set up the alerts incorrectly. Got nothing but time, absolutely, and they're getting rid of Hyper Potions. This guy is willing to die. Oh, look at that. Wince is a Sableye member. The alerts do work. Thank you very much, Wince. Appreciate you joining. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that at all. Hello, fellow kids. Have you ever heard Digimon? Oh, boy. Alright. Well, now we're fine, right? Now we're just perfect. Perfect, fine, and peachy. So, I can knock this out with the attack that does 280 damage. And then I can knock the next one out with the attack that does infinite damage. I'm also, just to make a point of it, going to flower selecting again. I'm going to grab the Grass Energy, just in case things go horribly wrong. I just heard another bang. I don't know what it was. It's disappeared off of my screen already. I hope that it was someone having a nice time. I haven't seen a membership pop up. It means that someone's subscribed to the channel, which I appreciate. Chorus seems good. Chorus seems good. Energy seems good. Scoop up that seems good. Goodbye, friends. Into the bin with you. Into the toilet. And then Comfey. And then we click the button. 260 damage. 260 damage? Why would you do this to me? Should I just Star Requiem this guy? If I whiff the scoop up now. If I whiff the Zigzagoon, sorry. I'm just gonna lose it. Bugger it. We'll just do that. We're gonna get rid of the water one. Seems pretty good. And we are going to double check our hand. We've got both types of energy, so we're gonna get rid of the purple one. They can be lost zoned. He's charging up the second attack. He is too. He's going to take this knockout here. I'm worried about Healy Boys, though. Healy Boys is the issue. They're still arguing about these cards. What's the worry? Oh, there's the retreat. No healing, please. No healing. Somebody give me no healing. Marnie into Zigzagoon, no healing? Would be great. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how we go. Zigzagoon, we're 50% of we're 60% of the way there, 100% of the way there. I don't know. Did we win? Did we win? I don't know if there's a Zigzagoon in this deck. Alrighty. Let's find out. I'm gonna play this down. I feel like I should Mirage Gate and check. I'm gonna check. I'm going to check. Do I play Zigzagoon? It's not in the deck. If I play it, it's not in here. You got Lost Zone, did it? Oh no. Well, I mean, it's fine. Whatever. We will just kill this. And then do something else next time. Are you in the bin, Ziggy? Oh, you are. What a shame. I'm glad that you're watching, Ryan, because I'm not paying any attention. I mean, I'm taking prizes, so that's good. So that's a big thing. Guys, just relax, it's okay. You're all allowed to like Pokemon in your own different ways. This guy has to heal so much damage off of this thing. There's a critical mass of damage that needs to be healed from this Dracozolt to avoid getting knocked out by a Lost Impact for 280. Like, it's obnoxious, the amount of damage that needs to be healed. Let's watch them flip 60 heads on Lucky Ice Pop and get out of range. There's one. How many more do we need? Probably 14. Flip it again. Come on, let's go. Let's Ice Pop. Oh, he's just gonna concede. He's just gonna concede. Why would you do that? Flip the coin, dude. Flip the coin every time. See if you can get there. Ah, I respect you for at least conceding there. Oh boy. Alright, well, I am feeling relatively satisfied with what I have done tonight. I am planning on putting together a bit of content this week. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like. It's not gonna look like this. It's gonna look like traditional content. But I'm thinking that I might put together like how to upgrade your Rapid Strike Malamar deck on PTCG Live to get to Arceus Tier. That type of video. If you would like to see that type of video, then please like the stream. That would be brilliant. I'm also going to make a random poll here, just because I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Let's go to the poll maker. Do you like Pokemon Live? Question mark. Bang. See how this works. This is a poll. Click the button on the poll to be in a poll. That's something that works, apparently. I have no idea what's going on. YouTube has changed. I can see you hovering now. Blake, I can see you. I can see you. Anyway, is there anything you would like me to talk about when it comes to Pokemon TCG Live before I head off for the evening? Because I will say this much, it has been about 90 minutes, and I've appreciated every minute, but I don't have the same social energy that I used to, so I may need to leave soon. Shall we do one more game? Shall we do one more game? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. I can see chat's moving so fast. It's impossible to tell what's going on. It's impossible to tell. What's going on over here? Hopefully I'm not competing with anyone that's actually trying to stream here. Get back into Arc Tier. Well, that ain't happening tonight, but I can definitely play another game. I need to get back into Arc Tier so I can play more meme decks. Blake's in game. Time to go. Time to go. Blake's in a game. Look at that. Look at that. In the poll that I set up for 1 minute, it turns out that people like live. The 14 people. 14's a statistically significant proportion of the population. It means like 3 people said no. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think live is fine. The only issue I'm going to have is where I place myself in live, because I'm over here at the moment. This is like my traditional placement. But I could also place myself over here, and then like rotate myself. And I could show you what I look like from the other angle. Right? This could be better. This actually doesn't look too bad. Is this better? Or is it just the same? Is it just the same, but now I'm in front of different information? Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait to see what the new background of the thing looks like before I actually don't mind it over here. I feel like I fit in. I feel like this is better, right? I feel like this is better, and it looks... And when I'm looking over at chat, it looks like I'm looking at the game. As opposed to before, where it looks like I was looking at the game. But in a different direction. Alright, Zoroark. Zoroark is going to be an interessante one. We will see whether or not we can get ourselves a solid game here. One of the things about Zoroark is they're going to be kind, and they're going to place damage counters for us. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to give them access to cards. I am going to grab the Scoop Up Net. Seems counterintuitive to get rid of the VIP Battle Pass on turn 1, but to be brutally honest, I don't really need anything other than a bunch of flower selectings here. So I'm just going to keep flower selecting until the game says that I'm no longer allowed to, and then I'll end my turn. At the moment, it looks like this will be the last one. I think this is the last one. I need to get this Sableye because I have no other option. I'm going to grab Cram. I'm going to leave it at that. Will end the turn. I will say now that I'm in Arc Tier and I've finished Battle Pass, it seems that there are no prizes to be won anymore other than the occasional crystals from daily challenges. I think that that is an issue that they will fix in the future. They will rectify later. So they will probably go towards a method that has like a competitive ranked mode on top of it. They already have the ability to measure the statistics, right? So they can measure whether or not people are at Arceus Tier or well above it. So they've already got that ability. All they need to do now is figure out a way to represent that to the player in-game. So if you could say you are ranked number 168th in the world, then that would be fantastic. And I think that is something that they will eventually get to. It's one of those things that is not critical to the game functioning, so they won't focus on it until the game is out, which I think is definitely a good idea, to focus on making sure that the game works. But as you can see, the game works. We haven't had any issues. People that complain about live being buggy are out of their mind. They are insane in the membrane. This guy's going to give me this Empoleon here, which is a little bit sketch. Henry thinks that Empoleon is bad, and I'm not sure how I feel. I mean, it's reasonable to think that Empoleon is bad. I personally think that Empoleon is fine. Do I have... there's no way I have 10. I have 6. At the moment, I'm going to be put to the sword by this Empoleon. Although, to be fair, it's sitting in the active, so, and it's got no energy, and it's in a water deck. So I think we probably don't have any issues here. Just lost zone a water energy. I just need to be careful about the energy that I lost zone. I don't lost zone too many of them. Disappointing to put some damage onto the Tina, but that's okay. I'm happy to sit here like this. I've got a Colress for next turn. They probably don't do anything. We should be okay. We should be okay. Pidgeono, welcome back to my iPad stream. Happy to see some more Sableyes back on the tube. Thank you very much for coming. I'm going to try and be on a little bit more, but we'll see how we go. Mitch knows live is buggy specifically only for me. That's because you live in a world where the internet is optional, Jordan. That's your big problem. Oh my god, no way, live stream. I know. And it's a live stream. It's a live stream of live. How can you go wrong? How can you go wrong? Let's see, can I extend my, oh, no I can't. That's the background. See that? Some sort of dangerous dinosaur. Just hide that. It's gonna go back. It's gonna go back. Good morning, Jack. How are you? Hopefully you are well. Hopefully you are enjoying the game as best as you can, at the very least. I build my deck with 8 bosses orders. I like Brent Thompson. I think Brent Thompson has got his own thought process. He's got his own level of intelligence that he sits on. That's a-okay. I too like to live dangerously. How are you enjoying the new Lost Origins Sableye Sprinkling? I do like it. I enjoy it. I think it's good. I think Sableye is a good Pokemon card. And thus I enjoy playing. Oh, we've been absolutely done in by these Colruses. But that's okay, because this time we can send our friend to the Shadow Realm. And click on... How many energy are already in the discard pile? None. Okay, so I can afford to lose a purple one. So we will go put that in the bin and grab ourselves our good friend Greninja. Greninja is going to do a couple of things for us. But most importantly, he is going to use concealed cards and give me access to an escape rope, please. Please give me an escape rope. Pretty close. Pretty close. It's not it, but it's pretty close. Oh! Could have just Mirage Gated to a Snorlax and attacked with it. Oh, no! Here's why we play the Snorlax, Jordan. I've just realised we could have attacked into this Empoleon and killed him with the Snorlax. Oh well, scoop it up, run it back. We'll see what happens. Give me an escape rope now. Oh no. I didn't want to get rid of all these energies. Oh, come on, game. Just rubbing it in my face. Just rubbing it in my face. End the turn. So the play there should have been Quick Ball for Snorlax, Mirage Gate, Scoop Up Net, Zigzagoon, Knockout. Oh well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is why you need to actually have practice playing decks that are good. You can't just rock up on the day and hope for the best. Looks like a fun box of trinks. Always like to see Snorlax get into lists. Yep. Should have played it. Should probably have played it. Do you have a green screen or just using software? No, it's green screen. It's a green screen. I can turn off the old filter here. Here we go. Chroma key. Boop. There it is. It's green. Doesn't it look amazing? Look at how green it is. It's a green screen, as it were. Well, now all I need to do is remove it. Boop. There it goes. Okay. Amazing. I know, right? Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's lovely green. Well, it turns out we weren't going to be punished anyway, and now we're being given another Quick Ball. The game is going, would you like to use Snorlax this time? Perhaps you'd like to use Snorlax this time. I am going to grab Switch Car. I'm going to grab Grass Energy. And I think I'm going to grab, let's go Ordinary Rod, because I've got an Air Balloon in hand, so I don't need to worry about that. And now the question becomes, how do we go about killing this guy this time? Unfortunately, Snorlax is not going to do the job for me in the game as I suspected, because I don't think we actually have enough energy. We do. Well, I don't think we actually have a bench space for him. I'm kind of hoping that eventually we would see a Scoop Up Net again. But you know what? I'm willing to risk never seeing a Scoop Up Net ever again. I'm also willing to never wake up. So this Snorlax may never wake up. And you know what? That's okay. We do our very best. We attach the energies to Snorlax. We attack for 180 damage. And we hope that eventually something gets knocked out so that we can Zigzagoon ping this Empoleon and continue playing the game. We have 9 cards in the Lost Zone. So this Sableye is looking mighty tasty. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, we're awake! Flip double heads. Snorlax wakes up. He wakes up instantly. Get out of here, Empoleon. You're nothing. You're nothing, mate. Snorlax is a killer. Look at him. Look at him eating those things from the game that he's in. Let's go. Let's go, Snorlax. He's alive. This game has not been the best, but that's because I'm talking to you, the viewer. And I appreciate it. Flip God is real. He absolutely is. That's the point where I need like a coin emoji. The only thing that I have that's related to coins flipping is that. That's what I'm, that's the only thing that I've got for flipping coins. Because I made those emotes back when Crushing Hammer was very relevant. Don't viewer blame us. I don't know what Magic's AU is up to here. He's not done anything for a very long time. But then again, we've not done anything either. I won. There you go. Turns out he wasn't there. Turns out he just left. He just decided that he'd had enough. He's going home. Unfazed fat. That, incidentally, is what I am about that matchup. What do you think is the main reason Temple was the stadium choice? I think it removes annoying Kirums that can be knocked out with the GX attack. It's not called a GX attack. It's called V-Star power. So I think a Kirim with a wash energy on it is very annoying to deal with. Unless you play the Lost Stadium or whatever it's called, the Stadium Temple of Sinnoh. If you play Temple of Sinnoh, then you can remove that as an option. You can also use it to stop wash energy from preventing Sableye from killing things. You can also use it for preventing Blissey from being able to do things. Because when that deck has no special energy, it's actually quite bad. So it doesn't do any extra damage or draw any extra cards. So I think that it's pretty good. I don't know if it's the deck that you want to run, but it's definitely a deck that's good. That's a good medical type of deck. So there you go. We are probably never going to see Arceus Tier, at least not for the next couple of days at the very least. But I will do my best to promote myself to Arceus Tier, and I will do my best to put out a video for you, the viewer. If you would like to see that, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I would love that if you could. Obviously, people that subscribe are better than others, so I'd like that. If you want to become a member, then you can do that as well. There's a membership button down below. If you want to see your name pop up just like Wince's did, then you can do that by becoming a member to the channel. Otherwise, thank you very much to all of the people that have been with me today. We have seen 315 different people that have jumped in on the stream, and I appreciate that. I am going to take a bit of a break. I have streamed for an hour and a half. I am very tired. If you would like to catch the VODs, it will be in the live stream playlist that is on the channel. Won't be available for anyone else, so feel free to go and see that. And apart from that, I'm going to leave it there. If you have any further comments, now's the time to say them. But to be brutally honest, I think we are pretty much done. Subs get dubs. They absolutely do, Brent. They absolutely do. That is why I am subbed to the Temple of Henry brand. Thank you very much, everyone. I will catch you all next time. I will try and stream like this a little bit more frequently. Thank you very much to Aiden, who just subscribed and saw his name pop up on the screen. I will catch you next time for more from the Sableyes. Bye. Now I have to remember how to end the stream. What button do I click?